Yeah. All right, we'll finish up our availability today with the driver of the number 43 Charter Ford, Aric Almirola. Aric, as Claire just pointed out, you have a new sticker there on your nameplate there. It's been a couple days since the win. Has it sunk in, and how was your week?
My week was really busy, and it has sunk in. All the guys on the team are fired up, but it's been a really busy week. I did all my media obligations mostly on Monday because we tire tested in Richmond Tuesday and Wednesday. And then yesterday I did a little bit of media, and then started off this morning at 9 o'clock with some more media. So been really busy, but I'll take that kind of busy any day. To come off a win and take all that comes along with that is really special. And our race team is really fired up, not only about the fact that we won, but there's obviously a really good shot that we're going to be in the chase now. So we feel good about that, and we're gonna work our butts off for the next 7-8 weeks to get our cars the best we can get them and get ready for that chase.
And we have one practice under our belt. How is the car heading into this weekend?
Yeah, so we fought tight really pretty much since we unloaded. We got it a little bit better, and when we switched over to qualifying trim, we've just been okay. I think we ended up 19th, I think, in practice. So all in all, we just need we need to roll the center of the corners better. But Trent's got a plan for tomorrow, but it requires changing a lot of parts and pieces, and we wouldn't be able to get it done and get in line for tech in time for qualifying. So he's going to come up with a new plan for tomorrow for race trim, and we'll just have to make the best of what we got for today.
All right, we'll open it up for questions.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. So you had the flag delivered to you. What's the story about getting the flag?
Yeah, so obviously I didn't win under green flag conditions. So usually if you do, you swing back by and grab the flag from the flag man at the end of the race. And so I didn't get to do that. And so this morning the flag man Rodney brought down to my team guys the checkered flag. And so when I got in the race car this morning, the checkered flag was sitting inside my race car, so that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Nate?
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. Aric, a lot of teams that have qualified for the chase have talked about how they've kind of like re-strategized on where to use tests.
Yeah.
So now that you're in the chase, have you guys talked about that? And
We
where
have.
does RPM stand, I guess?
Yeah.
Wise?
So obviously we have another race car that we need to get into the chase at Hampshire Motor Sports, and so Marcus is obviously really good at Watkins Glen. So we're going the week of Indy. When we leave Indy, we're going to go to Watkins Glen and test that week because we want to give Marcus the best shot he can to win at Watkins Glen because that would be unbelievable to have both of our cars, for as small of an underdog of a team as we are, to have the possibility of getting both of our cars in the chase is phenomenal. So that's priority on our list right now. And after Watkins Glen, that will be 3 of our tests. And our mindset going into the beginning of this year was we're going to use all 4 of our tests if we have to before the chase starts because we want to get in the chase. I mean, that's what it was about for us. It didn't do us. We didn't feel like it would do us any good to save a couple of our tests or one of our tests for the chase if we didn't make it. So we were going to use everything in our power to try and make the chase. And so fortunately, we've won a race now. Hopefully Marcus can go and have a really good run at Watkins Glen and win there or somewhere else besides there. I'd love for him to win this weekend at Loudon. And then we don't have to test Watkins Glen because we know he's going to be good anyway. But we've already talked about that. And so we have 1 test left. This will be Watkins Glen will be our 3rd. And we have 1 test less, and our philosophy is still it doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do us any good to save and hold on to those tests. We got to do everything we can to be the best in that first round of the chase. So I'm assuming after talking with Trent that we're probably going to plan on testing at one of the tracks in the first 3 races of the chase because it doesn't do us any good to save a test for Homestead if we've already been knocked out of the chase. So that's kind of our motto is go big or go home.
Where were the other 2 places you used?
We tested at Charlotte and we tested at Michigan.
Doug?
Doug Rice, PRN. Small question, Aric. How cool was it to come up to your car today and see the little victory sticker next to your name above the window, above the window side.
That's really cool. So when I go-kart raced at local go-kart tracks in Florida and stuff like that, or even when I national raced on the WK series, when you would win a race, you'd get a sticker and you'd put it on your go-kart. And the coolest thing was at the end of the year to see how many stickers you could accumulate on the side panel of your go-kart. And even if you like really tore up your go-kart, you always tried to save that side panel and then put it on with the next body because it had all your win stickers on it. So so that was really cool as a kid growing up, and so to have this on the car is really neat. It reminds me a lot of my childhood memories of winning go-kart races and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool.
Mark?
Mark Carroll, PRN. I listened to a little comment about some of the drivers texting you. Casey Kane was asked, are you all, if you're all bummed out that, now we go down to 5 guys can get in on points, that kind of thing. Have guys kind of jokingly, sort of gone text you like, come on, man, I was set. I was.
No, not really. I was really surprised when I woke up Monday morning. I had 223 text messages to respond to. So, and all of them were very kind, and everybody was really happy for me. So that was really neat to wake up to that. Obviously, had quite a few voicemails and emails, but it was really neat for me to see that kind of outpouring. There's plenty of days when I have really bad days at the racetrack that I wish I'd get 200 text messages telling me to keep my head up, but that doesn't work out that way. But yeah, it was really cool to see the outpouring that we got. But I don't think anybody was upset. We all race under the same circumstances, and we all know that winning is a huge part of what gets you in the chase now. I think we're still going to see a few more winners this year that haven't won a race yet get into the chase too. So I think the spots in the chase are going to get pretty slim for guys on points, and it's going to be pretty exciting to watch these next 8 races. In my opinion, I think there's going to be a lot of people with a lot of pressure on them to get a win.
Do you have compassion for those guys? I mean, you were
I
in
do.
that group, and the pressure was on.
I certainly do. I mean, we were in that same position. We had a few good runs where we had fallen out of races, under whatever the circumstances were. And me and Trent, these last couple of weeks, we were really sweating. I mean, we pretty much were convinced that with the cars we have in front of us, but in points and where we were at, we were like, we got to put all our chips in on the table. I mean, we're not going to make it on points where we're at, so we need to win a race. And lo and behold, we did. And so now that puts us in a whole new position. But we were really concerned about where we were at in points, and we were points racing all the way up until Daytona, and we kept looking at the points every time when the race was over. You go back, you get on the airplane, you look at the points, and you're like, did I gain any points on so and so, or where are we at? How many points out of where we need to be locked in the chase? And so you look at that stuff every week, and you're very aware of what's going on.
Go to Dustin.
Dustin Long, MRN.com. Aric, I know you take the win that you got regardless how it finished and all that, but when you get to the chase, because the races are different, you've got elimination races. From a competitor standpoint, are you still fine with a halfway rule, or should it be looked at more upon NASCAR to go the full distance or go 3/4 of a distance for a chase and elimination race?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I think they have a lot of hoops to jump through when races get postponed. Obviously, TV's a big part of that, right? So they can't keep pushing TV schedules back and back and back and cutting off whatever else was supposed to come on air. So I know that's something that really plays into their decision. And I think that's just been the rule. I think it's been the rule that when it gets to halfway, if it rains and it doesn't look like they can go back racing, in a timely fashion and they get with their TV partners, then the race is called. I understand the circumstance at Daytona. We had already been postponed from racing on Saturday night, so they push it back to Sunday morning. We get delayed in the beginning of the race. Then we finally get back racing, and then every single one of us that was on the racetrack could see. I think that's why that big wreck on the restart happened, was everybody was pushing and shoving, because we could all see from inside of our race cars the back straightaway and the entry to turn 3 how black and dark it was, and we could see the rain coming. And our spotters and crew chiefs were like, yeah, it's all around us. It's right on top of us. We don't know when it's coming. So we were all racing really, really hard, past halfway, to keep our track position and stay up front, because we all knew that the rain was coming. And that's the rules, and that's the way we all race. So I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know how to make it fair or not fair or what have you. I know that's been the rule, and that's how we race, and I won, and I'm excited about it.
Any other questions for Eric? Doug?
Are you reacting to LeBron leaving Miami?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I got no reaction for that. Wherever that guy wants to take his talents, he can take it. But I'm not a huge basketball fan. I like college basketball a lot more. College basketball seems a lot more like a team sport. The NBA seems a lot more like an individual sport.
Any more questions for Eric? All right, Eric. Well, we appreciate the time.
Thanks.
And good luck this week.
Thanks, guys.